Of course, you have arrived at the right place, and Orlando Pirates, that's right, Amapaganea has arrived at the right points margin. Yes, you have arrived at the right place. Orlando Pirates 1, Polokwane City 0. Betway Premiership. We are going from strength to strength, Buffet. To Jose, don't give up now. Push him, to the boys will always have your back, and we will have your back as the viewers of the Happy People TV, Orlando Pirates fan channel. Let's do this. Let's go through the game. Where was the game won? You know, was the score a true reflection of the game? How did it go? How did we obtain these 3 points? And why did Polokwane City fail to win at home? Well, of course, it was against a big team, but our job is to dissect it by looking at, like I was saying, you know, a summary of the game. Where was the game won? Where was the game lost? And yeah, catch us on this post-match analysis for the game Betway preview. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe to be notified and share Namapaganea so we can grow the community. Danko in advance. Yeah? Danko. Hey, Tola Mafetu, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Happy People TV, Orlando Pirates fan channel. Yes, this is the post-match analysis, like I was saying in the intro. Yeah, guys, hey guys. It didn't look easy from the beginning. We were huffing and puffing. Yeah, 1-0, Orlando Pirates, Polokwane City. I think we have played now 20 games. At least at the time of recording, the gap was only 3 games with Amasandawana, and we still keep the gap the way we want it to be. As we know, if we win all our remaining games or the games in hand, then we will only be 3 points behind. So yeah, we are moving from strength to strength. We are still carrying on. So Buffet, in this post-match analysis, let's go through how the game went and just summarize the game, man. Summarize the game, Mr. Coach. If you had to summarize the game, to just give me a summary of the game, nothing too specific. First half, second half, Rawina.
To an extent, boys against men, Mfethu. We were very clearly the superior side. We were dominant in possession. Okay. We were never in trouble. All phases of the game, if you ask me. Not too many clear-cut chances. I think they had a bit of a low block. So it was a little bit, in fact, not even so much them. We struggled to get that final ball, that final chance, maybe get a shot off. But overall, I think we were in charge. The better team won today. We really were. You keep playing that game on, maybe more goals get scored, but I don't think Polokwane was ever going to get a goal. So yeah, I'm actually really happy with the performance, happy with the boys. 3 points was the most important, and we got the job done, man.
Away, Mr. Buffalo, how are you, Chief? How did you see the game? What do you make of the game?
Thank you everybody for having me today. It's your 2.0 Mafelo. Don't ever forget to subscribe and tell people about the Happy People TV. Just to get into the game, man. I really enjoyed having to watch us be a bit dominant. I'm not going to say I am 100% happy. This is only coming from my honest view and point. I feel also it's important to also not really dwell much on saying yes, we've got the 3 points, but I want to say I feel that we should have done even more better than we did. The one thing that I can say is that well done, Mapaganea. The 3 points are the most important things that we actually wanted. Although the goals was something that I was actually looking forward to.
You were looking forward to. You only got 1 goal. Can you tell us? Like I was saying, Mr. Coach feels like we should have scored more. Do you feel that way, or you're the one who that's your strongest thing? Are you happy with the 1 goal because of the 3 points? So if you feel like we should have gotten more, what in the game do you feel like told you that?
I mean, if you are looking at the possession that we had from the first half. How we were so dominant. I feel they were trying to come at us, but we were more on the ball. And I feel like with the experience that we've had over the past few games and the competitions that we're actually competing in, our level of experience, exposure should come back home and then show how we actually got to the positions that we are or the competitions that we're actually playing. So the goals mainly mean for me that we should have somehow found a breakthrough system towards the goalposts.
Yeah, away. From my side, I feel like I know we had a lot of possession, as you can see there. We had about 62% possession. They are saying we had big chances, 12 shots, and the stats are stacked in our favor. So one, I don't blame you guys for feeling like um, I remember we were talking offline. You're saying the score line is not a true reflection of the game, and although we had more possession and such, I feel like if you don't finish your dinner, you don't finish your dinner, and then honale unlucky. I can't finish your dinner, and then honale it's just be more clinical. So I feel like it was a true reflection of the game in terms of how clinical we were. In terms of dominance, it's a different question. So you can choose from one of you two, but a key moment that changed the game, and also give about the setup of the two sides, how the two sides set up for what we ended up seeing on the field. So, Mr. Coach, you will tell me which one of those two you want to answer, and then give us,
No, I'll talk about the setup.
Okay, cool.
Maybe I'm from a different view, but I was entertained personally.
Okay.
The game only lacked goals, but I think we set up really well. Our our back four was very solid, as we've come accustomed to as of late.
Okay.
And I especially liked how, beginning of the season, we used to rely a lot on Sesane and Nda's long balls finding our front three. But what we got from Umbogaze and Upodlela was that they could play, okay, probably an issue with Polokwane. They weren't compact enough, especially in that phase when we were in our half trying to get ahead. So there was that middle channel that was always open, and I really liked how, especially TLB was very able to vary his passes. He could find that space in the middle, get us into Mbata, or Makehleni, or even a few of them went into our final third. Found Lito a few times. I liked how he could also vary it, like I said, finding Unkota and Mfokeng as well. His passing was really good. So we set up to play our football. We were trying to build up from the back, and I think we did that really well. Again, we varied very well, and we were patient when we needed to. If anything, we lacked, like I said, conviction in the final third. Not that we were fumbling, but we rushed things a few times, but that kind of has been our thing. Maybe a player like Mfokeng could have done a little bit better in terms of causing more danger, but I think we set up in terms of getting into that area. And dope coaches, for example, Pep always says, I can get you guys into the final third philosophically. But when it comes to the final third, it's up to the players. It's up to the players' creativity and ability. So from a structural setup point of view, I think we did really well. Polokwane also all pretty much played into our books, because between the two teams, I also think about context. We come from Algeria, and we landed on Thursday, and then the guys had to catch a bus to Polokwane. But looking at the game, you couldn't tell,
who's the fresh one and who's the tired one. Yeah.
Exactly. So they played into our books. They could not bring anything. I think there were two Nyana moments where they tried to exploit that channel. Yako again, Van Komrao and the right centre back. But I think after two attempts to the break, our midfielders between Makehleni and Mbata did really well in terms of covering, and at a point you could see what Van Rijn was playing up front, and we had Umakehleni kind of shifting into defense, balancing that back four again. So from a setup point of view, I think we got it spot on. I'm happy, bro, with everything we set up there.
Dope. So Mr. Mafello, in terms of key moments that changed the game,
I think I would just like to say that the starting lineup was very, very strong. Somewhere, somehow, it's just that whole thing of not players being so much used to playing together that kind of messes up a bit of the combinations. I'm one person that is very big as to when the coach puts in players who are how are they going to create memorable moments for us, the viewers, the fans, the people that are actually watching the match. The squad was good. My key moment where I saw that we are now going to do what we need to do. If the viewers, the people that are following the Happy People TV and actually have seen or heard parts of the things during the watch along, they would have heard that I actually mentioned that we need an Ellen Key, and Ellen Key for me is Shenko. So I was waiting for him to come, and I knew if he is to go on, especially I like how Jose knows how to fit him in a game where he needs him to be special, or rather any other player that he actually puts in. I mean, the previous match we had Ngota, who came in and he did what he was assigned to do. Having to watch Jose do that with a different player again, come in. We don't spend too much time. I think within 10 minutes we already got a goal. We were talking about not Mabasa, hoping that if he was to come in, he would, because we trust him as our goal poach. I mean, a person who has 2 hat tricks in 1 league. That says a lot about the striker. But besides that, my most key moment had to be when Jose does the right thing, and the right thing then shows itself. So yeah,
The Shenko change,
the
né?
Shenko change.
The Shenko
You know
Jamini
what?
change was the one. It was the Ellen Key. It did unlock that's. I don't think it was a tight defense. It was just whoever was there, they were doing well, but then you just needed that person who's going to look for the pass, not just pass to whoever is saying one. Yeah, but yeah, I do agree with that, and I also do agree that we did set up well to beat them. I just think, as a summary, we set up well, and then the game changing moment was that change. So hey,
Sometimes, dog, ne, it's a game of margins. White Infantry Shengo, for me, did not change too much in terms of our attacking prowess. Ne? Mara, in the first half, we lacked somebody to create danger at the set piece.
Special moments.
Dead ball specialist. We had a few that we couldn't get the right delivery. And sometimes it's that little small margin. And Shengo being a dead ball specialist, that was a difference today.
away. Yeah. Dope. Yeah. So I think I just did summarize it, and you just clarified, okay, it's not just Shenko's on field or in open play impact that he had, but also who did ball by high. I didn't know that we needed a dead ball specialist. I just thought that we needed somebody to slow it down. So I feel like he did both of those roles. He slowed it down when it's time to look for a certain pass. Excuse me. And then he also was that dead ball specialist so that we can actually be a threat. Got dead ball. And plus how can Nahana. Mufukeng was kind of like our dead ball specialist and corner and whatever, and then the Shotaka Hotu Lena Lamin. So I actually get that. Without that dead ball, Bafetsu, if it wasn't a dead ball goal, do you think we score an open play for Ndak Bafetsu?
I think we find a way.
You think we find a way?
I think we find a way. Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. Do you guys think we would have found a way? I know some of the people who comment are not convinced. We have some of our audience members that just aren't convinced with this kind of wins. You guys know me. I like to take it and run away.
Yeah.
You guys convinced, happy, 3 points taken. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's get to the next match.
Straight.
Feed. Yeah, man of the match.
Obvious. It's there. It's in black and white.
I never to. I think I'm a vote prime. I'm SMS. I was clear. It was clear. I think it's actually really dope to find that in a match where you dominate and don't concede a lot of chances, that your man of the match is still the center back. Not just about his defense. I want to emphasize that what made him dope was not the fact that
Just Chiba. No.
I promise you, I could almost see the fear in the attacker's eyes when they see him bogas. They're like, oh, with our guy. But apart from that, on the ball, bro, again, he was so important in playing us out.
Comfortable. It's comfortable. Like, yeah, it's night and day when you compare it with SBC and Kogi. And we always say, you've actually pointed this out, that you need somebody to unlock Kogi. Did you see the positions he was taking up? Yeah. No. Tango Bafetu, I think I'm satisfied with that one. I think I know now. After the education, the technical director or fans and whatever. What happened in the game, how it happened. When it comes to the Polokwane point of view, Police did okay. I mean, he was okay. Their attack was okay. They did come at us a little bit more in the second half. But I don't think it scared us or worried us too much. We still had the same issues. And they were coming out more, so it means there was a little bit more of an open game, nyana. But a decent quality game of football. I'm satisfied. And yeah, for me, that's where I would like to leave the post-match. But Fetu, if you guys have anything else to say that you just need to get out, you can say it. But besides that, I think we're good.
I'm happy, bro. I'm happy with the 3 points. We did everything we needed to do. Again, I mentioned in the watch along, Fetu, our away record has been really good this season, and it's good to see us continue. And also, I'm always so happy to see Chain get the clean sheet he deserves and fights for every game. It's been a couple since we got
the clean sheet he deserves. Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to the boys, man.
Always shout out to the boys. Shout out to Lamini for the assistance. Shout out to the official scorer of the goal. Thank you, Podlela. I know. Tango Bafetu Zivala Lapo, catch the player ratings, catch the watch alongs, like, subscribe, yonke into, Tango!